Hello, hello, everybody. It is Friday, the 23rd of December, and it's time to, some of us are crunching our last cards out, and here are some really quick ideas on how to make a sweet card very quickly and fairly easily. All right. So let's go ahead. It is around 5 o'clock. It is 5 o'clock. And so let's go live. And I'll see you in just a minute. Renee Ewert here, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And look forward to my video next week about what to do with all this Christmas stuff. All right. All right, everyone. I think we're a go. Hello, hello. It's the 23rd of December, almost Christmas time. And let's crank out a few more cards because we can still mail out tomorrow. All right, let's go ahead and look what I have for you. I'm going to try and let's do this. I'm going to try and get here. Yes. Okay, what I wanted to show you is how to build some simple Christmas trees. I think this is my favorite one, and I'm going to show you how to do this. This uses some paper pumpkins. I think if you have any paper pumpkins around, you should pull them out always and see what little pieces you have to add to your cards. This came from a paper pumpkin. The stamp came from a paper pumpkin, and the tag and the little twine came from the paper pumpkin. Everything else came from the old designer paper tidings. I think it was Time and Tidings, something like that. But anyway, any kind of designer paper will work. And this is a fun card. You will see this is just a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to show you a little bit something different if you have a cut and emboss machine. All right, so that's that one. The other one I want to show you is this kind of a tree. All right. And I think that these are really also quite simple. You just have to make sure that your circle is big enough. All right, and I'll give you those dimensions. But here we go with this. And I think that this is really a cute little Christmas card. These are the two sizes I made. You do need a fairly sizable circle, all right, to make these. All right, so let's look. These circle dies that we have here from Stampin' Up were used to make these two, and those dimensions, and I'll just give you the dimensions of those. This one was 2.5. And then this one was basically 2.25. So those are those all the way across, right? 2.5 and 2.25. That's what made those. Then to make the trees, you need to have a 3.5, and I suggest that would be the minimum circle. Now you can draw a circle from any kind of a bottle or anything else and make it bigger. All right, but 3.5 I think is a decent size for this, and you can go bigger if you like. All right, so the other one uses the other card, which is right here for these trees. What you're going to need are squares. And of course, I die cut the squares, but you don't have to. I used a range of my largest one. I used a range of 2.5, and then you go down by 1/4. So my biggest one was 2.5. So then that's 2.25, then that's 2, and that's 1 3/4, and then 1.5. And that's the way you can go. All right. I won't be using all of these, but this is a range of squares that you can go ahead and use that come from this set. And so what happened is this is our layering squares, and there are all kinds of squares that you have. So just go down by 1/4 of an inch from your largest size each time. When I did these, I like to use 3. You can use more, and you go then from larger to smaller. So the bottom would be larger. Sorry, the bottom would be larger than this. But I liked what I used, and I will show you those dimensions in just a minute. So those are the 2 cards. All right. The other item that I'm using that was on the clearance rack was Wonderful Snowflakes. These are wonderful little, they are wonderful. I love when they use the names and they work, you know. But these are wonderful little snowflakes, and you will see these, and you get quite a few sheets. And this is, if they still have them on that clearance rack, this is definitely worth getting because it's still winter for a while. And of course, right now, it feels more wintry than ever. The other item that I'm using that is Painted Christmas. I'm using the Painted Christmas paper, which is right here. I'm going to use that designer paper and have some fun with that. I'm also using, and you can use any stamp sets that you like, but I did use the October and November stamp sets from the Paper Pumpkin. The October was absolutely fabulous, and so was the November. And they're getting these huge stamps, which is really great, and really, really nice stamps. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to work with this one first. And so the first one I'm going to go ahead and do, I believe, is this one right here. All right, and that doesn't look quite straight to me. So I'm going to go ahead and make that straight. All right, and what I did here, I used a plain sheet of paper. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an embossed piece. So this is our sweet sorbet, which you already know I love if you watched any of my videos. And I'm just going to put that right on there. I am going to put it this way. I am going to do it as a landscape. And I can go ahead if I want to and do a little coloring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the new colors because I do really like them. I could use, with this one, I could use the apple, what's it called? Granny apple. Granny apple. And matter of fact, what I probably will do is I will test them right on this and see which color I like best with my paper. All right, so let's see. So I'm going to use the other side. And this is always great to do when you're not sure of something. This is our Granny apple, and I'm just going to go ahead and look at what that looks like. Here we have, this is how I'm going to do the other side. I kind of liked that Granny apple quite a bit. Now, what I'm going to do is see how this might look, if this will be too. As you can see, the Granny apple and that work quite well together anyway. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just use a little bit of what I wanted was the parakeet party. And you will see here that I'm just going to go over the high spots just a little bit. I'm not going to make it too dark. I just want it a little bit. And so I have my parakeet party on there. And these brushes are great if you didn't get one yet. These are fabulous brushes. Then what I'm going to do is, what you do is, I'm going to use, you do use your consecutive sizes. So I think I'm going to use this one first. And what you do pretty much is you take that square that you cut out, and this square is basically the 2.5. And all you're going to do is fold it in half. All you do is fold it in half, and you can use any side you want. And then you just bring the tip down. That's all you're going to do with this card to make this. And so that would be your base. And then you would take your next size, and I think I'm going to take this size. I like making these. I made 5 of them so that I could choose. So basically this one would be a 1/4 inch less, which is what it's supposed to be. So basically it is. And then I'm going to take it, and I'm going to use this side, and I'm going to take, I hope you can see this, I just fold it in half. And I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go like this. This is so cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, this one almost looks like it's the same size. So it really isn't much different, but we'll see how that works. And so then I'm going to do this again, just fold it in half diagonally. And I might decide to use the other one. We'll see, because I'm not quite. Yes, I like that. Yes, I like that. And that would be your item here. Okay, as you can see it right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will do this. All right. And what I'm going to do, put that away, put that down, put that over there. I'm going to go ahead. That's all I need. I could do one more if I wanted to. I could do a small one at the top, but I don't think I have really the room. I would have to go this way, which you can do just to show you the 4. So I can do this, and then this little one. Let's see how that looks, just so you can see, because we can do it differently. So you just fold it diagonally in half, and then bring the tip down. Just fold it down. And we'll see, so you could do a 4th one, and you could have the whole card like that. And like that. So you can do, that goes right over and gets placed on there. I have to a little bit glue it so that you see it better. So we definitely need the glue. So now what we're going to do so that you can see it well, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue down here like that. And I'm going to glue like that. I'm going to glue that one like that. Very simple. And isn't this a great little card? All you got to do is, and you can use your cutter and you can cut your 2.5, 2.25, 2, 1 3/4. You can maybe, if that's too big, you can go to 2 1/4, start there and go to 2. Okay. That is the bigger one. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to take that, put your glue right there. And then that's going to get glued right on top of there. Right in the middle, just like that. Isn't that cute? And then this is going to do the same thing. All you're going to do is put your glue right there. Don't need too much. And then you're going to put that down right there. Now, the question for me is, do I really want, I like the 3. I really, really like the 3. It's just really nice for me. I'm going to need, I almost forgot, I'm going to need a little foot right here like that. And so to do that, I just cut, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I had the piece. Let me see if I can still find that piece of paper that I want to use. I think I might be able to find it real quick. If not, yes. What I used, I'm going to show you here. Well, I think I could do it in red. I could do one in red. I could do it in red. I'm going to do this one in red. I just used some old paper. Okay. And I made this down here about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to cut it to 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to place it at the bottom, which works really well. And that's all you need. Just take a piece, cut off 1/2 inch, and then you're going to make the foot. It can be, and I use this old gingerbread paper. I just thought it was kind of fun, so I used it. And I just want to make sure, as you saw here, I kind of put it in place where I kind of want it. And I can always cut it off if it's too long at the bottom. That's not going to be an issue. But basically, there you go. There's your tree. Now, I leave these open, but some people put little dimensionals underneath to keep them popped up. I didn't do anything, but you can put a little dimensional down here, right here. And you can go ahead and keep that popped up, but yet down. Like that. And then like this. And you see where I put it on the, position it on the piece I'm bending down to make that easier. Okay, I can do this. I can do it this way. And I used the bigger rectangles this time. In this set, if you look, I started with this one, then went to, I think, yes, I started with this. This is the last one. So then I used this one this one, and this one. So that's how I did those. All right. So that made it a little bit smaller. And so depending on which ones you use, you can get your different sizes. And so if I used it here, I would still have to trim that down. So I kind of like it this way because I did use the bigger ones. All right. So then all I go ahead and do is decide which snowflake I'm going to use. And I can use this snowflake right here. And then I can put it right onto here. I can also, of course, use this snowflake right here and do that like that. Sorry, I'm a little low. And like that. Depends on what you like. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down. So I'm going to take that glue and I'm simply going to look at this. I'm going to use this up. So with having the embossed piece, I don't really want to take away from the embossing, so I'm not going to use that green. But as you see, you can use a plain piece of cardstock really nicely and then go ahead and stamp a few snowflakes and put your die cut piece from, now these were both, I didn't die cut neither of those snowflakes were die cut. And they were simply taken from a package. So that makes that easy. So that's why getting those paper pumpkins are never a bad idea. And I decided that the the sweet sorbet is the way to go for me. There you go. There you go. There you go. And now what I would do is I would take my tag, and this was a tag from the kit. This was a tag from the kit. All right. And I am going to use a green, and I use the no peeking. I was going to use the red one, but it had a red one. Let me see if I can get that out. I bet you I can, because it's right here. There it is. There's the red one. And so what I would simply do is stamp the no peeking right on here. And I would go ahead and tie a bow. And I would go ahead and take the green, what I have, I have this green right here. I have garden green. I think I have the garden green as well, which is what I might do. So I would take the garden green, and how I did this, how I tied that, I believe what I do is this. I take this, I put it through like this. This is from the new mini catalog. They have a trio of twine, and that trio of twine is the garden green, I think Coastal Cabana, and something else here. Let me see what it is. Coastal Cabana, garden green, and it's pumpkin pie. That's what it was. Here they are. Yeah, that's the new It's one of the new catalogs. It's nice twine, actually. I do like it. And so then this way goes like this. So this is what I do. I just loop it like any other time. You saw how I threaded it, the closed end through the double closed end, and then I loop it just like any other time. And then I'm going to tie my bow. Then I'm going to tie my bow right here, just like that. My bow will be right here. And I will work on that bow, obviously, and snip it until I like it. All right, and then I'm going to place it here, and then I'm going to have the no peeking. I think I will put it in the garden green. I will go ahead and do that in a little bit because I don't want to take too much time. So I wanted to show you that card. Of course, on the inside, I will put a piece of 4x5 1/4 white cardstock. All right, we always do that. I think I have some, and we'll put that in, and then we'll finish off this label and trim it just like that and have that come off the side. And there you go. There's a quick and easy little card. If you want to make one of these, it's simply a hole punch. It's simply a piece that is a 1/2 inch by 2 1/4, and then you move it up 1/4 inch, find the center, and then cut from the edge to 1/4 up on each end. That's all it is. All right, that's all it is. And so you can make your own little cute label like that, and you can even put some ink on the edges if you like. All right, let's go ahead. And of course, you can always put your colors using your rights, and you can color the edge. Or of course, you can use a sponge and just go ahead and do the edge with a sponge. Okie dokie, that's that card with that lovely little cute Christmas tree. So the other one that I wanted to show you is over here. And this one goes ahead, and I just wanted to show you a quick tag. You can go ahead and build a tag from your wonderful November kit, and you can have the tag, and then you can make these trees. Now, these trees, you need a circle that is quite large. The circle has to be pretty big. And that circle has to be, as I said before, 3.5 inches. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut your circle in half. Once you've cut your circle in half, okay, then what you're simply going to do is you're going to take the one, you're going to put the straight edge on the left or straight edge on the right, makes no difference. Mine's going to be on the left, and you're going to fold it down once. All right. After you fold it down once, you're going to fold it down again. Now, when you fold these, you have to make sure, okay, that every time that you fold, that you get to the edge, that it's straight. All right. No overlapping, underlapping, none of that. All right, and then the second one has to be the same. You have to make sure that it's straight, okay, and hits that edge. Once that's done, you open it up, and then you're going to alternate once. You can alternate once this way, once that way, once that way, and there you go. There is one of your trees. And all you have to do with this one, which I thought would be really cute on a tag, you take the 2 tags, you make this tree, you put a little gold or red bauble on top, and I have some red baubles here, little gems that I calling baubles. And I put that on there, and there goes your little tree. Again, once you do that, you're going to, of course, glue this to here. to here and to here. This is the piece that you should put the glue on, the one that's going down. And then you're going to go ahead and take that little gem and put it at the tip. Put your gem at the tip. Made a mistake because I got it. There you go. And then you can go ahead and have your little cute little tag. What a cute, quick little tag. All right. So again, your 3.5 circle cut in half, and I'm going to show you that again. And that's all you need to do. All right. Here's that lovely piece. Here are some more of these tags, which are wonderful. All right, what I was looking for, and this was for the inside of the other card. Okay, so this card, as you can see, on a 6x6, this is how much space that takes, leaving you some nice trim here to do some other kind of work, die cutting, or using as cardstock, and I'll show you how you can use that in just a second. All right, so next, what we're going to do with this card is what we need besides the circles. We need a few of those circles. What we're also going to need is, and this is the card again, we're going to need a piece that is, let me do it this way, sorry. There it is. There it is. I had so many pieces. No. All right, so here it is. So you need a piece that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then you're going to go ahead and cut your beautiful designer paper to 4 by 5 1/4. If you're using 6x6, that's going to leave a perfect piece for you to add on, and you'll see how. All right, so then next, what you're going to have, I hope I can find my piece, because that will be disastrous if I can't. All right, so then what's going to happen is you're going to cut a piece that is a 2 1/4 by 8 1/2, and you can make quite a few of these out of an 8 1/2 by 11. So you're going to take that 2 1/4 by 8 1/2 and score it 4 1/4, and you're going to lay it right down here. Such a cute little card, works very nicely. And then you're going to make your banner. If you have your 6x6, that's the perfect thing for your banner, because your banner is going to end up to be, what's left is a piece that is a about a 2-inch. So, and that's what you want. So if you use a 6x6, you'll have a piece like that that's left. And then all you're going to do is trim it. Since this is 4 1/4, you're going to trim it to 4. So you want a piece that's 2 by 4, right? It's going to go right here. You're going to find the center right here. And then you're going to cut and make your arrow. That's how you make your little arrows. Anytime you can make your arrows that way, you don't have to worry. Probably taking up more time than I should. I go up about a 1/2 inch on this one. There you go. And then I'm going to glue that down. This is so cute. I'm going to glue that down right there. It's great. Works out very nicely. Then that becomes a scrap. So this is really a nice piece. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your design, your paper again, your half. And depending on how far you go down determines how tall. So if you go further down on this piece, then it's going to be not as tall. If you make this a little shorter, it's taller. So you're going to fold it like this first. Make sure it's even everywhere, all the way straight. And then you're going to fold it again. And then what happens is, say I want to make this skinny one. To do that, you would actually fold it again. Now this becomes, with the 3.5, this becomes pretty difficult depending on how thick your paper is. The thicker your paper is, the harder it is. I can tell you that much, but you can do that. And you can go ahead slowly. You saw I took my nail. You can take, of course, your bone folder and kind of work on that tip. And once you do that, then what you have is you have this, all right? So you have more than the normal pieces, which was when you first went ahead and took it down once and then folded just once over, and then you open it up. You decide how you want to do it. You alternate it. You alternate it. You alternate it. Okay, so these would be the same. I want them different, let's say. So I'll take this one down, fold it down, fold it like that. And that's what I want is alternating. So they're like this. Okay. Okay. So this one, same kind of thing. You have all these folds in here. So now you have to take care of all these folds. So there was a fold right here. And don't worry about that first fold too much. Then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one, and then that one. And you just alternate your folds. And so what I do when I do this, got that, and now that, just make sure it gets there. Okay. And then that one, what I typically do is I wrap this around just a little bit to make sure that I get my point. And then you have this. It is difficult with this 3.5. It's better if I think it's a little bit bigger, but it does work. And I do have a tendency to fold it oppositely each time and then wrap this around to the bottom. And so that this could be on the inside of your card if you like, or on the outside. It's just one more folding over and then opposite. With this one, what I'm going to do, I already used my Mary, and from my sweet candy canes, I used the branch. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and glue this piece down right here. And I'm going to go quite a bit over. And then I'm going to put that down. And the Merry Christmas was from the October paper pumpkin. That makes it easy. And of course, any Merry Christmas that you have. And then what I'm going to do with these two, what I decided is I was going to lock them up together like this and go ahead and put them right like this. All right. So here again, what you're going to do is you're going to take your glue and put it on that flap that's going down. You're going to take that and put it on that flap, which is going up, too much. Didn't put the one that was going down. That's all right. And then that one going on the wrong side. Sorry. There you go. All right. I'll put that one down first. We'll glue that down. When you glue the wrong side, it's okay. Don't have to worry too much because I have an eraser, or I can use some cornstarch and a little sock and do that. So that's what I'll do there. So again, the glue goes on this piece that's going down, and this piece that's going down, and then on that piece, which is going down. So just make sure you do them on the pieces that are going down. And then I'm going to put glue on there. And I am going to put that right like that. That. And that's sweet. And then again, all I'm going to do is, I could use a star, of course. I can use many things, but I'm going to use these that I like. These little round ones. Put them on just like that. Our little origami Christmas trees. So there are two types of Christmas trees that are fairly easy to do and fairly fun. They should be at least 3.5 inches, as I said before. It'd be best if I use the scissors to put them down, or the pick tool. There you go. There you go. There you go. See, that cute? That cute? I think that's fun. And there's your little Christmas card. All cute. All good. All right. So you have that one. Of course, this one, I went ahead and had a cutout of a deer, and I had the stick, and then I went ahead and did the ribbon, tied a little bow, and there you go. And then this one, I can put it on the inside. I don't think I will, but I could. And I again could put my little blob here on the top. But this one didn't come out as good as some of my other ones did when I went ahead and made them. These are so cute, but just again, take it, fold it once down, fold it again down, and then again, opposite, 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 and there goes your tree. Very, very, very cute. And you can fold it one more time that way if your paper allows you to do so. All right. So I think that is it. I will show you a picture on my Facebook page, Renee's Paper Crafts, of the final product of my first one. And you will see a picture of this one again as well. All right, everybody. Have a great night. I think I've gone 43 minutes, which is a long time, but it's the first time back in a while. So I hope you enjoyed these cute little Christmas trees. All right. Thank you and good night. And give me thumbs up or a heart or say hello. Love to see those hellos. All right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.